Hey guys, today is day 2. Um, we went to the coffee farm in Dos Pinos today. Right now we're on the bus driving up to the coffee farm. There's Sean and Steve. He's happy. So here's some scenery shots driving up to the coffee farm. The farm was up in the mountains because coffee grows better up in the mountains. Um, so it was quite a drive to get up there. Lots of really rocky roads. Um, the coffee farm that's there is not just the only coffee farm that's up there. There's a whole bunch of them, including a Starbucks coffee farm, which you'll see a picture of. There it is. Starbucks brews their coffee with, they use chemicals to raise the coffee to get higher production out of it, and it's not as good for the environment, and it also doesn't taste as good as organic coffee. We were really far up back into the mountains, so we really got to see the countryside of Costa Rica when we were back there. So here's the coffee farm. This is their main hut where we listened to our lecture, had lunch, and had coffee. There's pre-roasted coffee beans and coffee for all of us.
I don't even like coffee, and this stuff is amazing.
I don't even like coffee, and it was good.
Into the coffee production.
The Discovery Channel was doing a video shoot here, so if you see those two walking around, that's
ideology that we have. I'd like you to be explaining
what they were doing. They were filming for a show that they're going to do. It's going to be produced on DVD. They haven't told us what it's called yet, but we'll all get DVDs. It's going to be really cool.
The difference and all that. See, a little bit. Okay, so I'll be explaining that, and so if you understand the conventional way, I'll be only explaining the organic farming and the way, the ideology that we develop. And
if they did their homework that they gave them, then they should know the difference.
Okay, okay. So then we're gonna start knowing about the production of the coffee. Then when we'll be up there, we'll talk more about the processing. From now, I'm gonna start here with this thing that I'm standing on. This is actually the compost that we do. This compost is made by all the byproducts that we get from coffee. This is the outer husk, which is pulpa. We call it like brosa de café. Then this is the other shells that are remaining even after we process a little bit these shells. So the three byproducts that we get from coffee, this, and honey, they go back in the plantation. So one thing that we understand now is that by doing this, we are finishing the cycles of these nutrients. These somehow were nutrients that were used by the coffee plants. They produce the coffee bean. If we take them back, we are keeping the cycle. We are keeping the plantation going. And we enrich a little bit, right? A little bit with manure, chicken, cow, and sometimes pork manure. So we use all that. We mix that. We do the compost process to enrich also the nutrients. By the decomposition, we bring a lot of melazas. We also bring some microorganisms like EM. It is produced by a university down in the Caribbean side of Costa Rica. They have that product that actually brings those microorganisms that help to decompose the material faster and to be getting them later by the plants. So the process here is simple. With the rain, we're having a little bit of trouble. This should be we should have a cover for the rain because the water affects a little bit how fertile it can be. But so far we've been doing it like this, and we'll probably keep on doing it until we'll be able to.
thought you were going to tell.
Alright guys, so right now we're walking through the rainforest, or not the rainforest, through the coffee farm. I just took some video and some shots. That's baby coffee right there before it's all grown up. Those are some leafcutter ants that we saw when we were walking by. Here's a different shot of them. They're pretty cool. They can carry like 20 times their body mass. It's Brooke being weird. Those are the dogs that followed us around for most of the time. That's one of the steep hills that we had to climb with a handrail. That's what coffee actually looks like. It's red before it's picked. There they are drying the coffee beans out. That's one of the machines that they use to separate out the coffee fruit from the beans. Here's some little photos. That's the church. The previous little house was only about 10 feet wide. That's the only church in town. It's Catholic. Thanks for watching, guys.